Hello everyone, Glenda Mollett here, and I'm in my craft room with you today, and we're going to be creating the July 2020 Club Monthly Stamping Club card number 1 using prized Peony. So while you look at the card, I'll just refresh and make sure I'm oriented properly, then we'll be ready to go. I was inspired, I got this card out of the catalog. It's on page 83 of the new catalog. So I'll just show. When I'm stuck, sometimes I just wander through the catalog to see what's going on. So there's the card they made. So it's basically the same. Sure. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to get this really cool diagonal cut with the dies. So we're going to use the Prize Peony stamp set and the coordinating peony dies today. This is the image that we'll have on the front, and we're going to use that one on the inside. Now that card used this sentiment, and I'm going to use this one just to shake it up a bit. I already have the dies out. So the paper pieces, we have an envelope, we have a thick white card base, we have one piece of 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. We have two pieces of 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, I believe they are. 4 1/4 by 4, yeah. And one piece of Peony Garden designer paper that's 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. Then we're going to use the elegant faceted gems again. Okay, so going to put this on, figure out which way I want it up first. It's not directional, but the flowers can be a little bit more eye-pleasing one way than the other. You can also use this side of the paper if you want. It kind of looks like marble on the other side. So I'll put it on. Okay, which way? That way. And to do that, I'm just going to stand the card up so that they're both on the bottom and just move it over till it's exactly where I want it. It's just an easy way of lining things up. Okay, so now we need to take one of the 4 by 4 1/4 inch pieces, or the 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch pieces, and we're going to die cut it diagonally like this. There's a couple of prep things we need to do first. Okay, so we need to mark up on each side 1 1/2 inches. Like that, so that we make sure we get the diagonals right, and then center it and mark the center. Sorry, you probably can't see that. So there we get the ruler the right way. So it's 4 1/4, so you mark it at 1 1/8, which is the center. Okay, done with that. Get out my eraser just in case we need it. Now, magnetic platform. And this is really not hard, as long as you do your prep work ahead of time. I think I'll turn this over. Okay, so we're going to line up the die, this is that nice scallopy edge die. We're going to line it up like this. So I want the first, can you see that? Have I got it in? Probably not. Okay, so there, I should have it in now. Okay, so I'm going to line up the first scallop with that mark there. It's going to be kind of in the middle like that. And then this one, I'm going to lift it up until I see that mark there. Now I'm going to, so I've lined it up here at the center, and I'm just seeing the mark up there. I'm going to put it through the machine. Make sure before you put it through the machine that your die is completely covered with your cutting plate so you don't break your die. Okay, so there we are. I'm just going to, oops, wrong scissors. Sorry, I was going to cut that off. Now we need to do the same thing on the other side. So line this up there with kind of like that. You're kind of lining, let me see, lining that bubble up with that bubble. So it's sort of in the same spot. And then that just barely shows up there. Oops, then it moved. Don't move it. It's got to stay there. Okay. And now you hope that this works out properly so that you have a not too bad crossover at the bottom. You have a little bit of leeway because we're going to put one of the rhinestones down there so it'll cover up. But there, you get that lovely little edge. Okay. Put this back in here so I don't lose it. So there, see, it wasn't that hard. I really need some new clean plates, I think. Okay, so now let's get the gray granite. So I'm going to show you the difference. This is gray granite, this is smoky slate. And you see gray granite is a warm gray and smoky slate is a cool gray. So we're going to stamp the sentiment in gray granite. I haven't stamped this one yet, so I kind of want to do it first on my scrappy paper just so I can see how to line it up. Okay, keep that out because I'm going to need it in a minute. Ink it up, stamp it somewhere down there at the bottom, like that. Now this one, there's this really cool crosshatch thing in the stamp set. And after I got this card made, I thought, wouldn't that be cool if I had to put a couple of those crosshatches on there, on here? But I didn't do it. So we're going to do it now. But if you choose to do this, you have to stamp it off first, or it'll be too dark and it will take away from the flower itself. So I'm just going to ink it up with, this is basic gray I'm using, oh no, sorry, smoky slate, and stamp it off, and then just randomly put a few on here, just to add some textural elements to your card. There. See how that is. And remember that's stamped off. I didn't want it too dark. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side for now. See, it's going to go right on here like this. But first we have stamping to do. We have to do the flower in Rococo Rose. Okay, I have to organize here because I'm feeling pushed out of my space. And I don't like feeling pushed out of my space. Okay, Rococo Rose. Be quiet and stamp. Got it. Oh, sometimes. So I'm just stamping one flower. Now you probably have a lot more cardstock here than you need, but I just wanted to make it easy for you. So you didn't have to worry about which one to use. And then I'm going to, well, I have Rococo Rose open. I'm going to stamp the small flower on the inside as well. And just randomly stamp a few going up. Like that. Okay. And now go back, well, I have my dirty paper out. Go back to smoky slate and the cross hatches. And just do a couple in there. it adds just a little bit of something in there. Okay, so now I'm done with that. This is soft sea foam, and I forgot to get the leaves out, but I will. I'll use this block. Now, there's 2 dies because the leaves are a bit different. So one leaf kind of angles this way and one leaf angles that way, and you can stamp them both at the same time. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 5. So because you've got lots of paper, we'll just stamp 6 of them, then I don't have to worry about taking one off. Okay, that's out of the way. Now, magnetic platform and flower and leaf dies. Okay, so now we've just got to figure out, there we go. Oh, do I have, I think I do, my template in here. This is such a cool trick. So I just put a little bit of tape on there, and I put it on my shirt to get rid of some of the sticky. I'm just going to line this up on here like this, just so I'm getting an even frame all the way around. Like that. Now I'll just put the die in there, and then it will stay where it's put, and I don't have to worry about, once it gets in the hole it stays. There it is. Now I think I have leaf ones in here too. They're stuck down at the bottom there. I just have to get them out. Come on. Oh, for smaller hands. Come on. There we are. This is the coolest trick ever. Hey, do the same thing. Oh, I've got a bit of washi tape here. I'll just use the bit of washi tape. But we'll cut it in half, so I can use half for one and half for the other one. There we go. Make sure the right side's up. And line this up. This takes a little bit more time to do it this way, but man, it makes such a nice job. Here we are. And the other one. Just have to leave a little bit more room in between things. And then the dies just pop right in there. Yeah, and the dies just pop right in there. There we are. Come on, don't do that. After I told them how lovely this works, don't do that. Oh my gosh. Okay, making a liar out of me. No, I'm like global news. I misspoke. Where? Right, we'll run that through the machine. So the templates are really easy to use, but you just have to make sure that you have the right side up, because they won't fit if you have them upside down. Come on. There we are. And see how lovely that is? Ugh. If you're not OCD like me, you don't really have to worry about it. But I am. And I do. Okay. So step 1 is to put the template on. Step 2 is to put the die on. Here's the template. I really have to go today and plant my tree. I got a lacy leaf Japanese maple for, see, that's not right, for out in the front, in that little V right against the road. And it's been sitting in a pot for a week because I haven't had time to get out there to do it. But I will. I'm hoping my grandson will come over and help Grandma dig a hole. Okay, so we have one more leaf to cut out. So I might as well cut them both out, then we can decide which one we want to use, because I got to run it through the machine anyways, so it doesn't matter if I cut one image or two. There we are. Last time running it through. Thank goodness there's two leaf dies, or we would have been here forever. Okay, my dies. Put them all back. Take the tape off, because I don't want to lose any. Now the tape's stuck to my finger. There we go. All right, that goes back in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Perfect. Oh, except I didn't put my templates in there. Oh well. Let's just cut a new set of templates. It's not like I haven't got lots. Okay, so I'll put that in, and there's the flower template. And okay, we got our bits all done. Now we can start assembling. Got our bits all done. Oh, there, I was going to say, but where are all my leaves? All right, so we have our card front. And this is going to go on here like that. So we'll just put some adhesive on the back here. And try to get it down as far into the center as you can, so that it doesn't lift up. And then do the same thing that we did with the bottom. If you stick it up like this, and do this. There we are. Now I'm going to put the flower on and do a dry run to see if I need to put another cross hatch on there. Then we're going to have a leaf and a leaf and a leaf and a leaf and a leaf, like that. I think right there needs just a little bit more, because I don't want it to be lopsided. Okay, going for the smoky slate, the cross hatches, stamp them off, do a little bit, Ta-da, we're done. All right. Now I'm going to put the flower up on dimensionals. Today is my video day. By the time the day is done, I will have made at least 6 videos, and then I might go live tonight with the paper pumpkin kit. That would be number 7. Okay, but before I put it down, I'm going to put the leaves on because they're just a lot easier to put on when before you put the dimensionals down. Okay, so we'll put the flower right there, like that. So this one's going to go here, and this one's going to go there. Now we need one of those. Come on, get off my finger. Now we're going to need one of these. And then I think I'll use the other small one. No, the other big one. Because I use the other small one on the other one. Okay, so that's going to go right there like that. Put the flower here, or the leaf there, and the leaf there, and then one in the middle. There we are. So now we just have to put the flower down. Oh, and then we get to put the bling on. Oh, the bling. Oh, those elegant faceted gems. Let me tell you how much I love those things. I only ordered 1 package, silly me. I should have ordered more, but I have more arriving next week. Yes, I do. All right, so I didn't put any Wink Costello on that one. And I'm going to put a little bit right in the center. Just, I'm dotting. I'm doing the whole thing. I just want some highlights. And then we'll just do some highlights on the leaves. Like that. I don't want too much. Okay. Faceted gems, and I use the petal pink ones on there. So we're going to use these on one card, we're going to use these on one card, so I'll use these ones this time, just so you get to see it. And right there at the bottom, and then one up here, and then we'll put one here to highlight the sentiment. There, now we just have to put the inside in. Now this one I sponged some, it looks like smoky slate around the inside, and I'm not going to do that on this one. I'm going to leave this one unsponged. Alrighty, just about done. I hope you guys enjoy the Peony bundle as much as I have enjoyed crafting with it. Alright, there we go. Oh, you know what? I didn't stamp the envelope. Hello, Blondie. So this envelope, all I did was the flower. I didn't put the cross-hatchy things in, but we'll do it on this one. Just have to get my stamp. And Rococo Rose. Put a, oh, wrong one. Hello. This one. That. Oh, you know what I didn't do was I colored the inside leaves a bit too. gets rid of some of this stuff. Now, I did not check to see if any of my pencil marks were showing. There. Okay, so now I'm going to do the cross hatches on this one, just so you know, see what the difference is. But stamp them off first if you choose to do them. There we are. I love that. That is just, it's so cool. Okay, so I have the light soft seafoam is what I used. So I just put just a faint tinge of color on them. I didn't do it on the envelope on that one, but I will on this one. Just a little bit. You don't have to be too fancy because you don't see it too much. See, it's just enough to say, hey, there's a little bit of color here. I keep thinking that's a leaf, but it's not a leaf. There we are. Now we're done. There's the cards. Card number 1 for the July 2020 Club Monthly Stamping Club. Thanks so much for joining me, whether you're watching this as a club member or next year when I make it public. I hope you have a wonderful day. Stampin' Smiles, and bye. Oh, if you're a club member and you want to do your online order for July, before June the 30th, please. That's the host code that you need. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.